Hello, and thank you for choosing the Inogen One G3. This short video will help you set up your new Inogen One G3. When setting it up for the first time, you will want to set the system up on a table near an electrical outlet. If you have not yet unpacked your boxes, you may want to pause this video and do so now. Be careful not to throw anything away yet. Please read the enclosed Getting Started guide and user manual in their entirety before using the Inogen One G3. Getting started with the Inogen One G3 is easy and requires no additional tools or expertise. Now that you have unpacked all the contents from the box, you have everything you need to get set up. First, remove the Inogen One G3 from the carry bag. Now ensure that both particle filters are in place. Do not operate the Inogen One G3 without both particle filters in place. It is important that you clean both particle filters weekly to ensure the ease of airflow. Next, insert the G3 concentrator back inside the carry bag. To ensure you have placed the G3 concentrator properly into the carry bag, verify that you can see both air intake and exhaust vents through the mesh material of the bag. Do not zip up the carry bag yet. Now, take one of the batteries and slide the battery into place at the bottom of the concentrator until the latch returns to the upper position. Now you can zip up the bottom of the carry bag. Locate the AC power supply and ensure that the AC input power cord is connected to the power supply. Plug the AC power plug into the nearest electrical wall outlet. Plug the power output plug into the top of the G3 concentrator. You can power your Inogen One G3 just on battery power from any wall outlet or in your car. Whenever your Inogen One G3 is plugged in and a battery is attached, you are recharging the battery. An empty battery may take up to 4 hours to charge, but you don't have to wait for it to charge completely. You can unplug it at any time. You can also plug in to charge the battery at any time. You do not need to wait until the battery is empty. For example, you can leave the Inogen One G3 plugged in all night with a battery attached, and when you wake up, you can use the Inogen One on battery power alone and use around the house. If you get in the car to run an errand, you can plug into the car's power by using the G3 DC power cable provided with your system, and then unplug from your car's power when you get to your destination and run on battery power alone again. If you'll be gone for the entire day or overnight, you'll want to bring extra batteries and your AC power supply. Now you can connect the nasal cannula tubing into the metal nozzle on your Inogen One G3. Oxygen will only be delivered while you are breathing through the nasal cannula connected to the device. Turn on the Inogen One G3 by pressing and holding the on-off power button until you hear a beep and/or see the display screen turn on. Set the flow settings to the flow rate prescribed by your clinical professional. The flow setting can be changed by pressing the triangular flow setting buttons that are marked with plus and minus symbols. Now position the nasal cannula on your face and breathe normally through your nose. An Inogen staff nurse or respiratory therapist will call you to test your oxygen levels on the Inogen One G3 to determine what flow setting you should be using based on your doctor's guidance. The fingertip pulse oximeter in the paperwork bag is used for this test. The pulse oximeter is not covered by Medicare or insurance and needs to be returned with your paperwork. During your telephone appointment to test your oxygen levels, a staff nurse or respiratory therapist will also review the required paperwork with you. This paperwork is very important. Please read through it and sign in the designated areas. After your telephone appointment, Inogen will schedule the pickup of your paperwork using the envelope provided. After this step, you can have your current home care provider pick up their oxygen equipment. Every oxygen therapy product is different. Give the Inogen One G3 some time to get used to. It may be a different pulsing sensation at first than what you're used to. Have the confidence to know that Inogen tested your actual oxygen levels on the product and they meet your doctor's requirements. And Inogen has thousands of other users enjoying the product around the country now. Congratulations! You're set up and on your way to reclaiming your freedom and independence with Inogen.